All right, good morning, Eagan hockey fans. Welcome to St. Thomas Arena for PWAA matchup, scrimmage for your Eagan Wildcats against Mahtomedi. So quick 1 hour scrimmage for the squad today. Hansen at center with Hittner on right wing and looks like Fiedler on left wing. Ross and Joyce back at D. Here's Ross back behind Eddie. I believe that's Eddie in net tonight, or this morning rather. Shot save right on. So quick shot and a save. That's Eddie back there, right, Chris? Yeah. Looks like Eddie back in net for this morning's scrimmage. Razinen gets a well-deserved game off here after his excellent effort last night against Woodbury. Here's Mahtomedi breaking out of their zone. Good breakout pass, but that's intercepted by Hansen, and he'll break in on the right wing. Hansen, nice move to get to the high slot. Shot save. So good move by Hansen to get to a good scoring opportunity right there in the high slot. And shot goes right on. Morning. So offensive zone face-off here for the Wildcats. Duth, Karsnia, and I believe that's Gus. As the forwards, Thomas and Todd back on D. Here comes Mahtomedi looking for a breakout pass. Into the zone onside. Todd disrupts that shot. Puck goes into the corner. Mahtomedi right out in front dangerously. Shot right on. Save. That one goes back behind. Thomas with it. He goes down. Tries to backhand it towards Karsnia, but that gets intercepted. Down below the goal line. Mahtomedi moving the puck nicely, but Thomas steps in. Goes back behind the net, but Todd was out front. Back to the left D. Right D, rather. Good zone time here by Mahtomedi, but everything's pretty wide. Still down below the goal line. Finally it comes up, but stays in the zone. Nice little pass. A little traffic out front. Todd goes down. Get up on him, Gus. Man, a lot of sustained zone time here. Duth back behind the net. Tries to chip it off the boards, but he can't. Still out behind. Eagan really hemmed up in their own zone here. Pass goes through the center of the ice over to the near boards. Mahtomedi still with the puck in the Eagan zone. It's been a long shift. Eagan needs a whistle. Let's rip that down, please. High off the boards and down the ice it goes. And Eagan will get a change. So that goes all the way down for icing, but Eagan will happily take that to get a full line change. So face off to Eddie's right here. Face off won by Mahtomedi. Here comes Vobel up the middle. 3-on-2 for Eagan if they hurry, but good back check here by Mahtomedi. Umland right down the right side. Pass out in front. Great opportunity. I believe that was Johnson on the shot. Just whistled high and wide. Yes, that was Johnson. Here's CJ again through center. Mahtomedi steps into him. Joyce uses his body to change the direction of the play. Umland puts some pressure on. Puck comes back in, but gets past Ross and will go back behind Eddie. Joyce chips it around. Battle in the corner. 3 Wildcats back there. 2 Zephyrs, and the Zephyrs gain control. Vobel gathers it, and he'll just get it up and out of the zone. Ooh, onside into the zone. Mahtomedi player goes down. Shot right on. Eddie makes the save, and he'll cover. .8:37 to go, first period. Mahtomedi 4 shots, Wildcats 2. Mahtomedi wins the faceoff. Shot goes just wide. Hansen, Hittner, and Fiedler on this line, with Todd and Thomas back at D. Looks like a whistle, and I think that might be a penalty. I'm not sure what happened there. I was checking who was on the ice, so I missed exactly what happened. Yeah, it looks like, who's that going off? Looks like Fiedler. So penalty to Liam Fiedler. Mom's overworking the scoreboard. She can't be happy about that. I'm sure she'll let him know. Here comes Mahtomedi right down the high slot. Good scoring chance, but he whistled the shot high over Eddie. Thomas back behind. Good body position by him. Chips it up high off the boards and out to center. Mahtomedi, D to D. Smooth skating through center into the Eagan zone. They are onside. Pass over to the D. Shot. Glove save by Eddie. Eddie's been busy here early. .7:46 to go. Just under a minute in the penalty to Fiedler. Eagan wins the faceoff. Joyce back behind the net. He has Duth with him. Looks to get up towards Duth, but Duth was turned around. Shot right on Eddie, and he'll make the save again. Mahtomedi wins it, back to the point. D to D, lots of time and space for that defenseman. He elects to pass it down low. Right out in front, backhand shot. Eddie makes the save. Mahtomedi, top of the point. Shot right on, and Eddie will make another save. Shots 8-2 in favor of Mahtomedi. They've dominated possession so far early in the first. Duth in on the defensive zone faceoff here with 25 seconds to go on the penalty. Mahtomedi wins it again. Shot right through, goes off the post. That puck had eyes. It got through a few bodies and rattled right off the post. Mahtomedi back to the point. Zephyrs try to get it down low, and they do. Two guys down below the goal line. One sneaks up, gets a hard shot on Eddie, but he makes the save. Penalty is over, and Mahtomedi scores. So Fiedler came on the ice. Umland took his place. And Mahtomedi passes it around nicely, and they bury it. They'll go up 1-0 with 6:45 to go in the first period. Okay, well, let's reset here for the Wildcats. Vobel, Umland, and it looks like Johnson with Todd and Thomas back at D. Umland carries it in the zone. He'll just flip it up, go deep, and he'll go in on the forecheck. Good job by Aiden. Char with it now. Down below the goal line. He'll go back behind the goalie. Johnson's out in front. Nobody was on Johnson, but Charlie couldn't get it to him. Here it comes towards the point. Thomas chips it in, and Vobel has it. Oh, just rolls off his stick. He's got Aiden right out in front all alone, but he couldn't get it to him. Thomas with a nice long reach. He'll keep it in, get around his guy. Puck goes back behind the net. Still out in front. Who's got it? Get that shot off, Charlie. Shot just wide. Aiden buries it. So the first shot was saved. I said wide, but it was saved, and then Aiden was there for the rebound. Somebody has a the giant horn in front of us that they're blowing when Eagan scored that goal. I'm not sure who that is or where the horn came from, but either way, Umland's goal ties it at 1 with 6:06 to go in the first. Vobel wins the faceoff back towards Thomas. Thomas rotates it up towards Johnson. Johnson chips it off the boards towards Vobel. How are you? I'm good.
I just saw Adrian's mom down there. I was like, oh, you must be from.
Yes.
I never come to a hockey game.
I know.
I walked in the door and Eric Arnovic is standing. Well, Eric Ryan is standing in the
Right.
only person in the whole entryway. And then I see you. I was like, oh, and I saw
That's
Mark
crazy.
Fisher yesterday.
Small world.
Clearly, 1997 on
Good to see you. Here goes Mahtomedi into the zone down the left wing. Shot and a goal. Great shot by Mahtomedi forward. That beats Eddie clean up high, and that'll put Mahtomedi up 2-1. Hansen wins the faceoff back towards Joyce. Mahtomedi carries it right back in. Eagan had the faceoff go in, but turned it over right away. Hansen gets a stick on that. Gus down in the corner. Gus and Hansen, I believe, both battling. Hittner there tries to get a stick on it, but Mahtomedi maintains possession. Hittner with it along the boards. He gets bodied off. Comes right out in front. Get it out of there. Mahtomedi slaps at it again. And that goes high. Back into the corner. Fiedler there. Joyce also there. Mahtomedi's passing just too fast and pretty crisp so far. Wildcats struggling to keep up. Joyce tries to go high off the boards, but it hits a guy. Nice pass out in front, but that shot was disrupted. Mahtomedi defenseman just dumps it deep, and Ross will go to work, but he turns it over. Mahtomedi still with possession in the corner. Good cycling by them. Great opportunity right out in front, but weak shot. I think Hansen got a stick on that forward stick to disrupt that chance, so it wasn't clean. Right out to center. Fiedler tried to chip it past that forward, but he just missed. Right back into the zone comes Mahtomedi around Joyce. Ross positioned out in front of Eddie. Duth battling down below the goal line, but there's two Zephyrs and only one Wildcat. Shot comes right through the crease. Karsnia and Duth both there, but the Zephyrs walk away with it. Weak shot, and Eddie will freeze it. Take the whistle. .321 to go, first period. Still 2-1, Mahtomedi. Zephyrs win the faceoff. Try to get a shot, but that gets blocked, and here comes Duth. Duth has Gus and Karsny on his right. If he can get it to one of them, Gus trailing the play. Down goes Pecor in the corner. And Mahtomedi will break it out. Interception there by Duth, but Mahtomedi rips it right back down. Todd tries to stop that with his legs, and that trickles in on Eddie, and he'll freeze it. Vobel defensive zone face-off here, and Mahtomedi wins it clean. They come right out in the high slot. Shot comes in on Eddie. Mahtomedi player goes down. Todd tries to chip it off the boards around the forward, but unsuccessful. Todd up towards CJ. CJ, nice job handling that pass. Skate the stick. CJ gets around a few guys. Let's get that up towards Umland. Here's Aiden on the right wing. Back nicely towards CJ, but he wasn't ready for it. Thomas pinches in to help, and Vogel covers for him. Here's Thomas. Tough angle shot right off the goalie's pad out in front. Thomas still in pinching. Good stick by him. Eagan there as well. CJ retreats back to cover for Thomas. CJ still back at D. Here comes Vogel. Tough angle for Vogel, but a nice stick check by the Mahtomedi player. And here comes a potential break. Todd back for Eagan. 2-on-1. Right out in front. Can't let that pass get through, and it comes right in on Eddie, and the Mahtomedi forward just missed it. Aiden chips it to some open ice, and we'll get a couple players off on a change. Vogel still on the ice. He's F1 in here for Eagan. Vogel chases his man. Minute 30 to go, first period. Good job by Charlie. Nice stick check by him, but right dangerously out in front. Shot, save. Another shot and save. This one goes back behind the net. Thomas tries to ring it high off the boards. Mahtomedi player comes on the ice. Defenseman carries it all the way in. Sitting out in front. And here comes Thomas down the right wing. He's got Vogel there as well. Oh, and it just gets past Vogel's stick. Under a minute to go, first period. Ross, only man back. Shot high and wide over Eddie. And that puck came out of the zone, so that'll be offsides on Mahtomedi. 43 seconds to go. And the same 5 will stay on for the Wildcats. Mahtomedi dumps it in the zone. Ross chases, and he'll chip it back behind the net. Nice outlet pass up towards Hittner, but that was in his skates. Mahtomedi quickly turns it around. This kid is small, but he can move. Came right down the left wing. Hansen now up towards Fiedler. Fiedler gets it in his skates. Chip pass up to Hansen, I believe. No, that's Joyce. Joyce coming in on the offensive rush. Good body position there. Goes towards Hansen, who was covering for him as he pinched. Hansen looks to dump it deep with only 3 seconds to go. And Mahtomedi carries it back. And there's the whistle to wrap up the first period. So Mahtomedi 2, Wildcats 1 after 1. All right, back with you for the start of the second period. First period pretty much dominated by Mahtomedi on shots on goal, puck possession, but Wildcats hanging in 2-1. It's your score after 1. Mahtomedi wins the faceoff. Into the zone. Todd with it back at D. He'll backhand it. Tries to get it out of the zone, but he can't. Out in front. Tough angle shot. That gets deflected back behind the net. Battle along the far boards to Eddie's blocker side. Todd, he'll rip it up off the boards, and that'll come out. No icing as it's waved off. Come on, Gus, let's get in there and get up on that guy. Outlet pass is just too clean for Mahtomedi. Eagan forechecker's got to keep the pressure on. Thomas with it. Duth also down there. Thomas calmly behind the net, chips it up off the boards towards Pecor, but Gus off the boards towards himself. Finally, it gets out. That's offsides, but not whistled down. Mahtomedi comes into the zone and get right around Todd. Shot high and wide. That puck goes up into the net and out of play. .10:46 to go here, first period. Still 2-1. Second period, rather. Sorry. Vobel in on the face-off for Eagan. Tried to win it back towards Joyce. Charlie has it back behind the net, up towards CJ. CJ tries to chip it up towards the middle, but nobody was there for Eagan. Ross circles it around for Joyce. Just gets over his stick. Umlin tries to chip it up towards Joyce again, and that's in his feet. And finally, here comes Eagan through center. 3-on-3, nice, 3-on-4. Really good back check there by Mahtomedi. Disrupted that chance. Vobel in on the forecheck. Vobel and Johnson both there. Puck kind of bouncing around here a little bit at center, and Ross has it just inside the blue line up to Johnson. Johnson coming down the left wing. He's got Char in the middle. Umlin trailing. Skate to stick. Johnson right out in front. Here comes Joyce. Rip that. Shot right on and a save by the Mahtomedi goalie. So good chance there for the Wildcats. Good hard shot by Joyce. Hansen, Fiedler, and Hittner are the forwards. Thomas and Todd back at D. Hansen tries to win it to himself. Puck goes down behind the Zephyr goalie. That pass is intercepted by Hansen. He's got two Wildcats out in front, but he's tangled up. Fiedler joins the battle in the corner, but the Zephyrs walk away with it. Todd, good stick by him, but that's... You can see that it must have been offsides there as play got disrupted close to the Eagan blue line. Hansen wins the faceoff back towards Fiedler. Will cannot let that guy shoot. He's got to get up on him. I don't know why he's sinking low like that. Let's do this again. Face off to Eddie's glove side. Goes to the corner. Hansen there. Todd also battling. Fiedler there as well. Up to the point. Shot. Goes in. So that's 3-1 for the Zephyrs. A long wrist shot from center. 9:15 to go here, second period. Wildcats got to pick up the intensity here, down 3-1. Duth, Pecor, Karsnia, Ross, and Joyce. Three Wildcats battling in the corner. You got Duth, Karsnia, Ross peels off. Gus goes over to investigate. That puck gets out to center. Come on, Gus. Stay on him. Mahtomedi gets it up, tries to get it up out of the zone, but Joyce keeps it in nicely. Momentarily, Mahtomedi gains possession, and they just chip it right back out. Still deep in the Eagan zone. Ross up towards the point. Shot from a Zephyr comes in right on Eddie, and he'll steer that to the near corner. Duth with it back behind. Nice stick check there by Ross to get that puck out of danger. And here goes Mahtomedi retreating back into their zone. Pecor putting some good pressure on. Karsnia also there, and Karsnia gets a stick on it to create a potential turnover. Kept in by Thomas at the point. Here comes Gavin. Gavin right out in front. Shot goes off a skate of a Zephyr. Todd comes in from the point. He shoots it. Low, hard shot, but easy save for the goalie. And here comes Mahtomedi. 2-on-2 with Todd and Thomas back. That's way off sides. And the ref gets it. So whistle with 7:43 to go here in the second period. Still 3-1 Mahtomedi. Vobel wins the faceoff back to Todd. Todd goes over to Thomas. Thomas circles around off the boards. And here comes Vobel. Vobel's got CJ streaking if he can get it to him. 2-on-1 for Eagan. Onside. Vobel, get a good hard shot off. Just wide. Johnson, Vobel, Umland. Oh, right out in front. Johnson just couldn't handle it. Umland down below the goal line. Looks to get it out in front. And that was tipped high. Here comes Mahtomedi into the zone. That's on sides. Mahtomedi forward, goes back behind the net. He'll just circle around. Umland gets in the way of that rush. Eagan tries to get it up, and they do. And here comes Vobel. Same situation. Vobel right wing. Johnson in the center. Vobel, nice move to get around his guy, and he scores. Really nice move there by Vobel to get into a high-scoring location, and he makes a no-mistake wrist shot. And there goes the goal horn once again down in front of us here. Do you know who that is? So 3-2, 6:51 to go, second period. Thomas has it back in his zone. He'll rip it up towards Johnson, but that gets intercepted. That's offsides as the Zephyr, there's still a forward in the zone. Hansen, Hittner, and Fiedler are the forwards with Joyce and Ross back at D. Mahtomedi wins the faceoff. So Eagan hanging around 3-2. Nice goal by Vobel. Keeps it interesting here about halfway through the second. Mahtomedi right out in front, saved by Eddie, and he'll cover. Hansen wins the draw clean. Back behind the net, but Mahtomedi gains possession. Still back behind Eddie. That comes up towards Hittner. He looks to get it up towards Fiedler, but that gets intercepted by Mahtomedi and a shot and a goal. So that turns quick. Now 4-2 Zephyrs. Hansen on the faceoff, wins it back towards Thomas. Thomas right back to Hansen. Hansen comes into the zone. Good job, nice poke check there by the Mahtomedi defenseman. Shot blocked out in front. Second shot blocked right at Fiedler's feet, but it was a little behind him, so he couldn't do much with it. Puck comes out to neutral ice. Thomas gets around a couple of guys easily in the zone onside. Thomas just muscling through everybody. Gets back behind the net. He's got Hansen and Hittner out front, but nobody there to help on puck support. Hittner battling behind, or Fiedler rather. And here comes Mahtomedi 3-on-1 with only Todd back. Pass attempt goes just wide. Todd with it down below the goal line. He'll ring it around towards Hittner, and Hittner gathers it. Thomas now just rips it off the boards all the way down, and that'll be icing on the Wildcats. .5:17 to go here, second period. 4-2 Zephyrs over the Wildcats. Shot saved right out in front. Unbelievable save. I thought sure that was going in. But Eddie made another nice save on that. Eagan gets the whistle. Puck's in the corner. Duth has it there. Duth is knocked down from behind dangerously, but he gets up. Joyce uses his body to shield off one guy, but there's two Zephyrs there. Pecor tries a couple of stick lifts down below the Eagan goal line here. 2-on-2, good battle back behind the net, and Duth walks away with it. Duth up towards Gus. Gus had it in his feet for a second. He'll regroup. Nice move by Gus to get around one guy, but he just shoots it out to center, and that's intercepted easily by Mahtomedi, and they'll just rip it right back in. Duth up towards Karsia, and he tries to get it up to the middle, but that's, again, easily intercepted. Egan just swatting at the puck here, trying to get it out, and they can't. Shot hits a body out in front. Joyce gets it up and out off the boards. Egan's got some tired legs. Gus in on the forecheck. Egan's got to keep moving their feet on the forecheck here. Too much gliding. 3-on-1 for Zephyrs. Thomas gets a stick on it. Some commotion out in front. Todd puts a guy down who was right up on top of Eddie. Net comes off, and they pick up the carnage on the ice. 3:52 to go. Defensive draw for Vobel. Vobel wins it back to Todd. Todd chips it high off the boards, and that'll come out. Johnson's got to give chase on this. Put some pressure in on this defenseman here for the Zephyrs. Good job by him to stay on it. Errant pass, but Mahtomedi just gets around everybody. Wiederbrand gets around everybody into the zone. Onside shot, low, hard shot in on Eddie, and he makes the save. Another shot out front. Todd tries to get his stick on it, but it gets past him. Goes into the corner. CJ. And a whistle. I was following the puck, not the play behind. Looks like Thomas is going off on a penalty. Yep, that's Thomas off for the next 90 seconds. 3:17 to go in the second. Mahtomedi wins the faceoff, and they get set up. Shot, easy save for Eddie, and he'll glove it. Take another faceoff to his glove side. Todd, Vobel, Umland, and I can't tell who that fourth penalty killer is. Looks like Johnson shot right on, save. Johnson has it now. He's got it up on the left or right boards, and he gets it up towards Vobel. Vobel carries it across the blue line into the zone. He's got Johnson out in front, carries it around behind. Good job by him to get a shot on net there. Johnson put some pressure on, but now here comes the Zephyrs. 5-on-3 with Johnson trailing the play. Here comes the Zephyrs. Down below, Todd battles his guy, and Vobel gets it, and he'll rip it all the way down. And that puck slows down, and it will not be icing. So Eagan, a little break there as that puck rolled into the Eagan zone. Good stick check there. Nice back check. I think that was Fiedler or Umland. Right out in front. Dangerous opportunity. Shot goes high and wide. Here's Fiedler, and he tries to chip it off the boards, but that's caught with the glove. And here comes Liam down the left wing on a potential break if he can get some speed. Liam shot right on. Quick little rebound there, but goalie pounces on it and covers. Two minutes, 15 seconds remaining in the second period. Hansen, Fiedler, Joyce, and Ross are the four penalty killers for the next 23 seconds. As Thomas stands up, and he's already set to go, get back on the ice in the next 15 seconds. Puck back behind. Two guys right at the point here, kind of wide open for Mahtomedi. Nice passing here by the Zephyrs. Beautiful passing right out in front. That shot went just wide of Eddie. Good patience as they're set up on the penalty, or on the power play here. Comes right around. Shot comes in on Eddie, and he'll make the save and hold. So the penalty to Thomas has expired. Both sides full strength. Mahtomedi. Oh. Let's try that again. Hansen wins the faceoff back towards Ross. Ross backhands it high off the glass, but Joyce was following his man, so Mahtomedi maintains possession. Back to the point. Good pressure there by Hittner. Mahtomedi gets it low. Back to the right D. Just good clean passing here by Mahtomedi for the most part on his 5-on-5. And here comes Hansen. Hansen out of the Eagan zone, gets around his man. Good work by Hansen, but defender there for Mahtomedi forces him wide. He still gets a backhand shot on the Zephyr goalie, and he'll make the save. So 1 minute to go. Here comes Mahtomedi into the zone. Nice drop pass. Fiedler puts him on his butt, but that's going to be a penalty. So Wildcats go down again here as Fiedler will go off for 90 seconds. Hey, buddy. Hey, come here. So 46.8 seconds to go, second period. Wildcats on the penalty kill again as Fiedler's off. Mahtomedi wins the faceoff. Shot right on as Eddie, and he'll make the save and comes back out to the point quickly. Now here's Chin for Mahtomedi. Dangerous scoring location, and he whistles that high and wide. Thomas off the boards, and he'll just get it out of the zone. And Mahtomedi's power play will regroup here with 20 seconds to go. Garcia gets cut off. Shot on. Steered wide by Eddie. Duth. Good job by him to play the body. Shot blocked by Joyce. Nicely there. And that'll do it for the second period. So 4-2 after 2. Still 44 seconds to go on the penalty to Fiedler. Thank you, sir. All right, back for the final period. 4-2 Zephyrs. They control the faceoff at the start of the third. Still 30 seconds to go on the penalty shot. Traffic in front. Thomas just chips it to the corner where Vobel has it. Vobel looking for an outlet pass towards Johnson. That just skips over his stick. Good job by Todd to get in the way of that pass, and he'll go back towards Thomas. Thomas just pitchforks it high out of the zone. Mahtomedi, shot goes off Will's skate. That looks like it stung a little bit. Still got to keep playing here. Eagan is hemmed up in their zone. Penalty to Fiedler is over. Eagan full strength. Todd planted out in front. Nice stick tie up there by Johnson. And here comes Vobel. Vobel has Umland streaking down the left side. Vobel down below the goal line. Still has it. Off the boards to himself. Good patience by Vobel down below to Umland. Umland head up looking for an opportunity. Tried to get it to Vobel, but that was chipped away. Here comes Mahtomedi out to center. And they'll dump it in, and then Mahtomedi will go off on a change with 10:38 to go in the final period. Tried to get it up towards Vobel, but just a little bit too far, and that'll go all the way down for icing on the Wildcats. So forwards will change for Eagan. Hansen line out. Ross and Joyce back on D. Hansen wins it back to Ross. Ross looks to rotate it over towards Johnson, but just fanned on it. Or not Johnson, but Ross, excuse me. So here's Joyce. Had it for a second. Ross lost his stick, and it looks like Mahtomedi might get a penalty. Yeah, looks like Mahtomedi, number 7, going off on a slash. So power play here for the Wildcats. Let's see if we can get one on this power play to make things interesting in the final 10 minutes. Mahtomedi, however, breaks it right out of the zone. Nice stick check there by Ross to break up that chance. And Eagan will regroup in their own zone as Hansen goes back behind Eddie. Change of direction. He'll get it up to the left wing, and that'll come right back towards Ross. Ross up towards Hittner, but he had rotated towards the center of the ice, and that goes all the way down for icing. One minute left on the power play. Running time here as we only got an hour of ice. Mahtomedi wins it cleanly. Nice quick pass. And a shot attempt that's intercepted by Todd out front. Here comes Hansen down the left wing. Has Fiedler, or right wing Hansen. He's got Fiedler on the left wing. Fiedler out in front of the net. Hansen still with it behind. He rotates with Thomas nicely. Good look out front for Hittner, but it was in his skates. Hittner still battling hard. Looked like he got a little piece of that as it went in on the goalie. Fiedler down behind, but that just went over his stick. Thomas patiently shot high right off the crossbar. Really good shot there by Gavin, but just barely missed. Gavin, good power move. Low hard shot. Fiedler comes in on his guy, but he gets beat. Todd tries to keep it in at the point, and the penalty to Mahtomedi is over. Todd controls off Hansen's skate. Fiedler gathers it. Hittner skating off, looking for a change. Carsonia comes on. Fiedler with it again into his own zone. Keep it out of the center as there's 2 Mahtomedi guys on him, and they just take it right away from him. Tries the wraparound, but Eddie was there. Nice right pad save by Eddie up along the post. Yeah, we got an hour of ice, so I'm assuming running time. Duth wins the faceoff. Puck stuck at the ref's skates, so Mahtomedi gets possession. Good quick moves by this guy here as he circles around up at the blue line. Still has it down below. Centering chance out front, gets right past Duth. And the save is in on, or shot in on Eddie, and he'll make the save. Duth, defensive zone face-off to Eddie's left side. Todd looks to get it, a breakout pass, but it hits the ref. Volbel loses, or Picor loses his stick, and here comes Duth. Duth down the left wing. He had Carstairs streaking towards the center, but just a nice stick check there by the Mahtomedi defender. Will tries to force his guy wide, does momentarily. Gus there for support. Todd also takes his man into the boards nicely. And here comes Duth with a good move behind. Skate to stick. Duth down the middle. Up towards Picor on his left wing. Gus carries it into the zone. Tries to get around a couple of guys, but nobody's there to help. Volbel comes in from his center position to try and help, but here comes Mahtomedi into the Eagan zone, 3-on-2, but Carstairs trying to give some back check support. Still in the Eagan zone. Here's Chin for the Zephyrs. Good hard low shot. Volbel up towards Johnson. Johnson looks to go right back towards Char, but he didn't see it. Umland's got some speed as he's on the ice. Good job on the forecheck there by Umland. 6 minutes to go, running time, third period. Eagan still down 4-2. Shots are 36 for the Zephyrs and only 11 for Eagan. Here comes Charlie. Charlie streaking down the center, got some space. Oh, Charlie's shot just fanned on it, back behind. Got a couple guys out in front. Beautiful pass towards Umland, but Umland just couldn't handle it. So that one had Aiden handcuffed a little bit. It was a really hard pass. Here comes Chin on a break. Nice save by Eddie. Pace has picked up here in the last minute. Johnson goes down behind his goal line, but that gets picked off. And here comes Umland. Head up, looking towards Volbel. That gets hit off his stick, but here comes Johnson into the zone. He's got Volbel behind him. Nice drop pass to Charlie. Charlie just couldn't control it. Went off his stick and into his feet. Mahtomedi into the Eagan zone. Shot goes wide. Thomas had good position there. Fiedler tries to get in the way. Off the boards it comes, and here comes Eagan. Just past the outstretched hands of Charlie Volbel. Hittner also there, and here comes Zephyrs 4-on-1. Fiedler into the zone. Good back check by him. Nice job by Liam not giving up on the play. Volbel looking for Johnson, but that pass is intercepted. Volbel's frustrated as he goes off for a change. 4:29 to go. Todd just chips that to the boards. Mahtomedi still with possession. Off Fiedler's skates. Hansen, good stick check to getting that player's way. But Mahtomedi comes away with it again. Thomas and Todd both there for Eagan. Here's Hansen. Eagan's got a 2-on-1 if they hurry, but there's a back checker for Mahtomedi, and that is easily swept away by the defenseman from Mahtomedi. Char, good job getting in the way of that outlet pass. Just kind of hacked around at center with no real possession. Eagan pulled their goalie here. Sixth attacker on for the Wildcats. Mahtomedi with possession, and they easily shoot that in. So empty net goal for the Zephyrs puts them up 5-2 with less than 3:30 to go here running time. Eagan wins the faceoff, but that is just Ross is pickpocketed in his own zone as he was retreating towards the puck. Forecheck from Mahtomedi continues to be strong, up 5-2. Pecor, Duth, Carsteny are the forwards. And Ross and Joyce back at D for this shift with only 2:40 left to go. Weak pass up towards Carsteny, gets intercepted right out in front. Beautiful pass. Off. Looked like that went off maybe the crossbar. And Eddie reaches behind him and keeps it out of the net. And that'll do it as we are at our hour of ice time. So 5-2 loss for the Wildcats here in the scrimmage against Mahtomedi. Thanks for joining us.